Just when America has reached a breaking point with division, visionary influencer Danni Benson's "I'm Proud of You, Sis, Bro" movement taps into the pulse and heartbeat of a culture radically torn. But this loving mom's voice of reason and calm has received national recognition.
How do you balance having your children and always traveling with the Yankee organization?
When I became a dad, I said that I would always love like a mother.
I feel like I have to try certain things or act a different way because I know some people or some kids.
So join Danni Benson as she celebrates her special guests on her show and highlights their gifts and contributions to our world.
Hi, everyone. My name is Danni Benson from "I'm Proud of You, Sis." Please like, share, and follow. I come on Optimum Cable, Channel 20, every Saturday at 9 a.m. So if you missed this show, you could catch me there. You could catch me on "I'm Proud of You, Sis," Facebook, Twitter, and IG to catch up on my interviews. Hopefully everyone is doing okay. How's everyone out there? Please like, share, follow, comment. You have any guests that you want me to bring their flowers to, men or women, please reach out to me and I surely will have them on the show so I can give their flowers. My guest today, I'm so excited. She's here on my show. "I'm Proud of You, Sis." She's the chef extraordinaire. I mean, one of the best chefs I know. I'm trying to get her to do a YouTube, Chef Danni and Erica, because I don't know. Well, I know how to cook, but not like her. She cooks amazing. She caters. She is a mom, entrepreneur, mom of two, entrepreneur, and philanthropist. She also teaches kids in elementary school, middle school, high school how to cook, which is such a great idea because I'm hearing a lot of these kids out here don't know how to cook. I guess we don't have time like how I used to have time when I was growing up to stand next to your mom or your dad to watch them cook from scratch all the way to the end. So I want to welcome Erica to the show. Hey, Erica, how are you?
Hi, Danni. How are you?
I am good. I'm so happy you're here.
I'm excited to be here too.
I first want to say, Erica, I'm so proud of you, sis. So proud. Erica right now is on a chef contest. She's currently number 1 out of thousands of chefs right now. So we want everyone to please go and vote for her so she could remain number 1, so she can win the prize because she's so deserving. She gives so much of her time to our children in our community. So it's not really about her. It's really for the kids to see hard work does pay off. So here are some of the kids that Erica helps to teach and cook. I think it's an amazing program that I think New York State should have more all over because especially now kids are learning how to eat healthy nutritionally. It's good to learn how to cook from scratch so you know what you're putting into your food. So everyone, here is Erica. Erica, say the name of your company and your last name because I was going to say Kariz.
No, it's Kayes.
So Kayes, okay.
It's Creole, so it's Erica Carries. The name of my company is Je t'aime Catering, which means I love you in French. And I teach, like you said, I own my own catering company. It's been around since 2009, Je t'aime Catering. Yeah, so, and we just keep growing, to be honest with you. And it's great.
Look, she's being humble, everybody. She's an entrepreneur extraordinaire. She's been doing this since how many companies, self-made companies that especially cooking, has been out since 2009 that we are growing homemade grown. This is not like a chain of restaurants this is Erica doing it herself. So I am so proud of her. This is why I want everyone to go out there and vote for her because she's amazing for our kids in our community. She's also an amazing person, a great mom, a great friend, a great daughter.
You make me cry.
And I want everyone out there to go and vote. But I want Erica to tell a little bit about herself and how she got into this contest in the first place.
So, I started cooking a very long time ago, 4 years old, always been in the kitchen with my family. I'm Haitian American. Grew up in Brooklyn on Flatbush. So it was a huge melting pot. All of my friends are Caribbean. And I just have a passion for cooking. Cooking is something that I really, really enjoy. It brings me a lot of serenity and just love. It's my happy place. So this contest, one day I was just scrolling through the internet and I said, wow, $25,000 and a chance to be in the magazine with Carla Hall, the famous chef Carla Hall. My thing is really giving back to the kids. So everything that I do when it comes to my career has something to do with my community and being able to teach the kids and let them know that there's more to life than just what they see on a regular basis, and to know that they can absolutely take the culinary aspect of their life, if that's what they consider to do moving forward as far as career wise, that there's so many avenues that they can take. You know, it's just not being a cook or being a chef in a kitchen and then that's it. You know, I've been from working in mom and pop restaurants, opening restaurants. I've been doing this for more than half my life. So I've worked for many celebrities, traveled abroad, personal chef life, you know, you name it, to, you know, having my own business. And I just want to be able to give back to our kids and let our kids know that, you know, really and truly sky's the limit. And I honestly pray that there's a me out there so my kids can go to them if my kids can't come to me. So I just want to be able to, you know, just, my company's called Jitem. It's I love you, you know, and it's all about spreading love and joy. And people love to eat, right? So if food brings people together, and I don't know, if I could just do something for one kid and change one kid's life, then it makes a difference, right?
Yes, because that one kid will pay it forward. That one kid will pay it forward and hopefully change someone else's life. And then hopefully everyone's paying it forward. And you know what? It takes a village.
Right.
It takes a village. These kids not only have parents, but they have aunts, they have neighbors, they have teachers, they have culinary chef like you. It takes people like us, like you, to let those kids know that we actually do care about them. They actually do matter. So like the more quality time that you give these kids, the more joy is in your I see in your face, because you know you're making a difference in their life.
This is true. Our kids are so deprived when it comes to, when you look at the curriculums that are being offered to them, or even the food that's being offered to them in schools that we live in, right? So you want to be able to teach them about health and wellness and how to be able to eat on a budget, eat healthy on a budget, or eat healthier on a budget, because nowadays, really and truly, who isn't on a budget? So food is so expensive, and to eat healthy is expensive, right? So I just want to be able to give the kids an opportunity to know that McDonald's isn't always the option. You can have something that's healthy and good and have fun while making it, you know, and be proud of what you produced. So yeah, I love what I do, and that's really what this contest for me is about. I want to be able to win that 25,000 so I could get the food truck, right, that I've dreamed of for so long, and then possibly be able to, you know, give back to the community that way, where we'll be able to create internships for the kids on the food truck, and you know, it'll just be another entity of Jitem Catering.
Oh, that's amazing, because they can help you, because you could take the food truck. The reason I love food trucks is because it's mobile. You could take it to different locations, have the kids come and help you a Saturday, a Sunday, or during the summertime. so they can actually learn how to do a business. They can actually see you, because kids learn by mimicking, kids learn by watching. And when they meet someone like you, who is basically a mentor to them, and see that you can do it, that will inspire them. That's a light that will just continue to be on fire as they get older, to say that I can do that too.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, listen, we all started somewhere, right? And all it takes is a dream. And if I honestly believe, if you could see it in your brain, then it can happen. So I have this tendency where I kind of let my brain go, and I think I dream big, you know.
You're a dreamer.
I am. And I have,
and that's okay.
I am. I definitely am. A lot of those dreams are gonna come true, Danny.
No, because you know what it is? I'm a dreamer too. And whenever it pops up in my head, I have a notebook, and everyone's just like, well, how are you gonna do that? I'm like, don't worry about it. Yeah. If God put it in me, it will manifest.
This is true. And as long as you have faith the size of a mustard seed, we good, right?
Yeah. No, but right now I'm gonna manifest that you are gonna get that food truck.
And I am.
Yes, you are. And you are going to win that contest, because you're going to get the food truck, so you can help those kids in the community see how a woman like you can build a business with just love in her heart, love in her cooking, and love for the kids. Because that's what matters the most. People seeing the love of your food. I wish you guys could taste Erica's food. One day I want Erica to open a restaurant, because after the truck, we have to manifest the restaurant, so everyone can, we're going to do the truck thing, but then we're going to do a thing where we can sit down and enjoy.
We should do pop-ups. I don't know about the rest of life, but we should absolutely do pop-ups. Pop-ups I don't mind, but the restaurant life, not so much. It's not for me.
I heard the restaurant life is really hard.
Yeah, and that's not really what's keeping me from it, right? It's not the hard work that's keeping me from it. It's just I'm a mom, right? So when being in this industry and going to school, I gave a lot of my time to my career. In order to get where I am, I had to make a lot of sacrifices. So my eldest, who is now 26 years old, didn't really have much of my time as a child because I was dedicated to my career. I now have two younger ones, 10 and 3. So no, I do not want to get into another aspect of this industry where it's so demanding of my time. So the restaurant world is really not what I want, because I want to be able to focus on my family. Still do what I love, hence owning my own business, and I'm really able to do the yays or the nays at this point because I've had it for so long, and really start to build as they grow older, so that way there's something for them to do as well. So my 10-year-old in 2 years, 3 years, he'll be able to be on my food truck, so if not, he's behind the scenes, and baby girl is just gonna watch what mommy does, and yeah, Danny, I do this for the kids.
I know you do. And you know what? When your son becomes 13, you actually could pay him and write that off on your taxes. You could pay your kids, guys. You could open up an LLC and hire your kids. Okay, instead of giving them allowance and not writing it off, you can actually pay your kids to work on your business. That's right. And that's a tax write-off. So I mean, and then you never know, King might pick up and carry the torch.
Yeah, he loves the kitchen already. He likes to be in the kitchen. He does.
Oh my God, he is gonna. I mean, I know he's young now, but I know the girls are gonna be like, "You can cook."
Surely will be. I'm gonna have to fight them off with my chef knife. It's all right.
Why does every mother say that? And then in our age, it's like we meet these men and they're fighting us off because their mothers told us to fight us off.
Right, you're right. We're gonna break that generation gap and teach them better, right? You're right. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think as mothers, I feel that when we look at the pool of men out there and we like, oh my God, this is crazy. This is just not the men that my parent, like my dad was, and maybe your dad was.
Girl,
I
that's we don't know about because they've sheltered us from those things. So yeah.
yeah. But I just want every little boy to. I don't have a son, but I just want every little boy to understand, like they can love their mom, but for the mom to sometimes understand that, prepare your boy to be a king to their
Correct.
future wife.
I agree. You got to teach your son how to treat women. You got to treat them how they should treat a woman. The same as you would want somebody to treat your mom is the same way. And then moms got to know how to kind of, back off a
Be
little.
easy.
Take it easy. Your son isn't always the angel in a situation. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to take your son's side or your child's side, but also you should look at, there's always three sides to the story, and you should have an open mind about things and not just take your child's side just because they're your child. It
Right.
has to be more than just that.
And
You know
listen,
what I mean? Because
a woman first. So
yeah,
before anything, I'm a woman first. So, I think as moms too, for the most part, we'll get it, but we just have to learn to not, I'm sure we've all been through, well, not all, but I know you and I have been through some things, and, moms are like, my son, and it's just like, lady bye, but at the end of the day, a mama's boy is always going to be a mama's boy. A mama's always going to love her son. There's never going to be able to be replaced. But I think as moms, we have now learned to kind of, break that gap where if our sons are in relationships, we can't be so invested in those relationships.
Basically, your son is not your husband.
Right. Pretty much.
Some moms think that their son is actually their husband, and they treat them as such, where it's weird. It's like they get jealous of the girlfriend.
Yeah, they have put this responsibility on their sons, and especially a lot of single moms, right? Because they lack that. But I'm doing my best to not have King turn out to be that way. And he has a lot of strong Black men in his life, who are showing him how to be a man, even through the absence of his father. He has his older brother, he has older cousins, he has uncles, he has my boyfriend, he has people who are in his life that he loves and he respects and are great men. So, the village is there.
Oh, I'm so happy for King, and he's such a great kid. He's the same age as my daughter, so maybe in the future we could do some arranged marriage. I'm all into the arranged marriage thing.
What happened to
I'm all into, like, I meet people, I meet their sons, and I'm like, you know what? They're young now, but I'm gonna check you in, 10, 20 years from now, see where they at, so we could bring them together. Because you just never.
All right, listen, I'll keep my mind open,
I mean, we're both like both almost the same. So it's like, you know what, we want our kids to make their choices. We're just kidding around, but we're just saying, just in case, it would be good to like match them up with people that we're cool with, because I know how you are. You're a great family person, family oriented. I'm a great family oriented person. So it's great to have. I mean, there other religions, other people do it.
Imagine. It's like we can't ever get rid of each other.
I know. Can you imagine us having, like, our kids got married? Like, I don't even want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. I can't even be like, I can't even see myself being older.
You better start saving them coins, Danny, because I pay for everything.
Oh, no, wait. That's what. No, we don't do traditions.
We don't do that anymore.
No, we don't do traditions anymore. Honestly, to save money, I'm gonna tell my kids have a destination wedding, and I'd rather take that money that we're gonna spend on a wedding and put a down payment into a home for them.
Agreed. I keep that destination wedding in mind for my own personal.
Yeah, because I'm going to tell you right now, every time I go to these catering places, it's the same food. What is it, like prime rib, salmon, or chicken?
Yep.
Then it's mashed potatoes. And I'm just like, we need something more.
You're right.
I go to these weddings and I can predict everything that's going to happen to the wedding. And it doesn't feel like a special day to me. I guess it's a special day to that person. But I'm like, I look at people like, but didn't someone else do this before? Like, what makes it special? I guess it's you and the new person. But I think it's a waste of money. I think you should just do destination. Because we just came from something like that. And I thought it was kind of cool. So I kind of think of it like a bigger scheme of having more family come and, enjoying the whole week.
You kill two birds with one stone, and whoever's supposed to be there will be there, right? But yeah, whatever they want, at the end of the day, whatever they want, as long as it makes sense, as long as our kids are happy, right?
Yeah, as long as they're happy. So, okay, so let's talk about, I had an interview earlier, and the girl said to me, which was very interesting, she said, like, I don't know why we always say we're single mothers. Why do we have to put single in front of mothers? Why don't we just say, I'm a mom?
Because it's true. Do you agree?
But we are moms. Isn't that like a negative thing we're putting in? I know we're single moms, but why aren't we just moms?
So we are moms, but then when technically, right, the norm is for a child to come from a
two-parent household,
right? That's the norm, right? But I don't know, maybe me personally, do I ever say I'm a single mom? Yeah, I do say it because it's what it is. I'm not trying to put more emphasis on it or, make it worse than what it is or glorify it or not glorify it. It's just, or even make it a pity situation. It's just what it is. I'm a single mom.
No, I know what you're saying, but I think her point was, why don't we just say we're just moms? Like when we're married and have kids, we don't say nothing about we're married and have kids. Like when we're married, it's like we're married.
Right.
We don't ever say anything about the kid. It's when the relationship breaks up, now it becomes we're a single mom. You know what I mean? So why can't we just be a mom? Because when we're married, we're a mom.
Right.
Do you understand what I mean?
I do.
I mean, she made me kind of think a little bit about that. That's all I was saying to you. Like, I always wondered why we always have to put single in front of mom. Why can't we just say, yeah, I'm a mom of two?
Yeah. I mean, I guess, but why?
No, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I know you're saying why. It's just that sometimes I feel like words manifest themselves. Oh. And hopefully you have a boyfriend and you guys are going to get married one day. I feel like it brings more positivity if we just say we're a mom, because you are going to be in a union one day where you're not going to be a single mom.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, good point. Yep. Okay. Now I see it in a different point of view. So yeah, good point. Maybe I do need to stop saying single mom.
Because it seems like you're going to be single. You know why I'm saying? Because it sounds like we're going to be single forever. I'm a single mom. I'm a single mom. So it's like, your words and your tongue manifest what you always say. That's what has a point. So if we always use the word single, then technically aren't we calling that in our universe for us to just remain single?
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Good point.
Yeah, so this is something she was saying, and I had to reflect because I don't want to say that.
Thing to say, right? That's good, because I never thought about it in that aspect, but now I'm gonna be more conscious of saying that.
Yeah, that, because you know what it is. I would love to get remarried again. Not now, but I would love for all of the single moms to get remarried again. Right. So we want to attract that, what we manifest. That's what she was saying. Like if we want to manifest that, then we drop the single and just say mom. You're right. That manifests more than us saying single, because you're reminding the universe that you're single. So the universe is like, okay, so we just remain single because that's what we're identifying to.
Very true. All right.
Very true. So all right, so tell me this: how is it raising a 2-year-old?
So she's 3 now.
She's 3 now. Woo!
Yeah. 4 in January, and she is. It's great. It's an adventure. It was so unexpected, right? But it's been a challenge to say the least, but it's been a blessing, right? Because you never know, and this is crazy, it's so cliche, but you really never know how strong you are until you have to be, right? And prior to this, if anybody told me, this is like, yeah, right, it's not going down, I'm done, I'm good, it's not happening, I don't have no more in me. But listen, she's given me things that I don't know that I needed, you know, and she keeps giving me things that I don't know that I need spiritually, emotionally, you know. So it's great. And plus to have a little girl, it's great. I can't, you know, I don't want to rush things, but I can't wait till we could go do the mani and the pedi, and I could take her to go get her hair done, and we could go shopping, and she can understand the concept behind that, because I have 2 boys, and she's just the sweetest, cutest, most rambunctious. She is straight diva. She knows what she wants. She owns a room when she walks in. She's an Aquarius just like me. Her birthday's literally 7 days before mine. People really do call her my mini me. Like my parents remind me all the time. My aunts and uncles remind me all the time that that's the kind of little girl I was when I was that age. So I didn't really.
She chose you. She chose you, and you chose her.
Yep. I didn't have to push her out for her to be mine, right?
Yo, look, let me just tell you something. You know, sometimes I don't understand certain things. But I know that life, I know that God doesn't give you anything that you can't handle. I feel that we get things and you're like, oh my God, why is this happening to us? But I think that he knows greater and bigger. And he has reasons why he makes things happen. And because we are not fortune tellers and we can't tell the future, and we're living at the present moment, it might seem like a heavy lift, but I think God is a loving God, and I think that he does things to prepare us for what he's about to give us.
That's a fact.
And I think that, yeah, and I think that Amaya came into your life to show you, you know how you say, you know, I didn't want this, but it just made you reimagine all the things that you can be, because now you have her to give to now. Yeah. And you want to give her the world. You want to give her everything that maybe as a little girl you didn't get. So now you get to live yourself in her growing up, and doing things that, you know, when our parents was like, no, you can't do that. Now you have her, and now you could be like, yeah, baby, we're going to do that.
And you know what? Honest with you, in retrospect, everything happens for a reason, right? And when I sit and I analyze the past 4 years or the past year prior to me getting her, God was putting me in position, right, to be able to do this, because 4 years ago, had this had happened, I'm sure I would be able to get through it, but maybe not like this, you know, because prior to her coming into my life, things started changing. Things were being manifested. Things were happening in my life, and they were all great things, right? Promotions and just, you know, just a lot of different things that were happening. And I didn't understand it. I was kind of just going with the flow. But now when I kind of sit back and think of the past 3 years, past 4 years, how tight-knit my friends have become. We've gotten so much closer. The shift in my career, you know, the raise, the the people who are no longer in my life.
Optimum, we'll be right back. Thank you, Optimum viewers, who come to our show. We'll be right back for Erica to continue. Hey, you know what? We have a live audience. It's a 30-minute show, so we had to say goodbye to her. But please finish your thought process for our live audience.
Okay, so
go ahead. It's okay.
Trying to, like, I just told
you said 3 or 4 years your friends have gotten tighter. Your job, your career.
Yeah, everything. Like, really, when I sit to think, you know, I've lost friends. Friends have, you know, like, people who are just no longer in my life the way they used to be, right? And when you sit and when I sit and I think about it, and I'm like, wow, you know, God is putting everything in its perspective place. I'm not upset about who's no longer there, or, you know, and it's with any kind of relationship, whether it have been with a man or a friend or whatever have you. Like, you remove those people out of my life because you knew that they wouldn't serve me when I have this baby girl. Right? Because I truly believe that God has put me in a position to be able to take care of her, has removed certain people and things out of my life and put things in replacement of those things that he removed in order for me to have what I need for my new relationship, for my new daughter, for whatever it is moving forward, you know, for the new job, because there's a lot more things that's going to transpire in my life. It's not stopping here. I'm, you know, up, because I don't stop, right?
And that's why I want you to trust the process.
Yeah, I am learning how to trust the process. Before, more so than ever, I had all these questions, and now not so much. You know, I'm a firm believer in praying on it. I actually, believe it or not, I have this sense of solace, this sense of calm that comes with me when I think about my future. And it's solely because no matter what type of adversity I'm going through, I know God got me. And I know God got me because of the things that I've been through and have been able to come out of, and to still be here and be strong and be standing and still want to keep going is a big deal. Right?
No.
So I know, first of all, I've always knew that I've been destined for greatness. That's never been a question ever. This has always been something that I've always felt humbly, you know, I just always felt there's something about me. There's something in me. I'm a social butterfly. I'm free spirited. I love to be around people. I like to be outside. I like to mix and mingle. I like to speak, you know, and I like to learn different cultures and different things. I like to travel. So I'm open-minded. So I always know that there's something in me that not only I want to share and give back, right? But I just feel like it doesn't stop here. There's so much more for me. I don't know what it is, but I trust the process, right? I trust the process.
Yeah, trust the process, because I firmly believe that, in my opinion, because I've seen God take us through so much and still have been there by our side, that whatever happens from this point on, I have to trust that God knows what's best for me, and God has a bigger plan, and I can't lose my faith in him. I can't doubt him. I can't say, why, God? I have to just accept what it is and just keep praying that he's going to take me to the other side. Because sometimes so many things happen in our lives that we don't really want to happen.
Right. And life is a journey. You've overcome one thing, and you remember being in a place of sorrow or somber and being like, oh my God, this is over. I don't want to do it anymore. And then look at you now. Like, you overcame all of that. By the grace of God, you were able to overcome all of that, right? And then you look at that moment and you're like, wait, I really thought that was the last for me. I really thought that was the end for me. And I overcame all of that. So this right here is real little compared to my victory.
Amen.
So I don't know. We all have worries and we all have BS, but honestly, there is a sense of calmness in my heart. Like really, there is. Like I ask myself, how come this doesn't bother me so much anymore? Or how come I'm not, in the fetal position over this situation, in tears? And it's really because I've been here before, and God took me out of it, and this is nothing. I'm gonna come out of it again, right? So I'm gonna call up my girls and have that dinner, or I will be all right. I'll be all right through it. And you have a support system. My friends, I wouldn't trade my friends. Let me tell you, I have the dopest group of girlfriends in the world, and this is again 20, 30 plus years friendship, and we are all supportive of each other. We all know when to tell each other about ourselves, but we don't take it personal, because we know it's for the best interest of each other. And I wouldn't change this group of women for the life of me. I don't even see this type of what we have. I don't see with my girl.
I know.
Very rare. And my parents, right? I can't even say. I could go on and on and on about those two. And they're just everything, everything. And I wouldn't be who I am without them. I wouldn't be where I am without them. They're my best friends. My kids, right? I do this all for them because I want them to see they have a mom who struggled. They have their mom was single, right? And they watched their mom do it all. And my support system, my family, my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, my boyfriend, right? Who is amazing. There's tough times, but we get through, right? Get through them, and he believes in me, and he believes in what I do, and he loves me, and he, and it all matters. The people you keep around you matter, it really does. And my social circle is full of entrepreneurs and restaurateurs and people who are making it. And this is the type of people you want to surround yourself with, people who have goals, who have aspirations, who know what they're doing, and who always want to keep you on your toes, because you always want to keep elevating. The people you surround yourself with is definitely a major thing in your life. Major.
Like they say, birds together flock together. So I tell young kids all the time, watch your circle. I tell young kids all the time, watch your circle. Watch who you're hanging out with. If you don't like something that someone is doing, or it's not of you, then instead of discontinuing to be in that relationship, you can just pull away from it. If it's not serving you, meaning that if it's not being positive, it's not uplifting you, it's not getting you to higher places that you can go in life, then sometimes you have to like steer away from those type of relationships, especially friendships that get you into trouble, especially friendships that they don't have goals. You who you are is your circle.
That's right. Show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. I tell my students that all the time. I tell my students this all the time. My kids in school are, we come from the rural area, we're in the hood, so a lot of our kids are troubled teens, the product of their environments, gangs, and, they always looking for somewhere to belong. And my program teaches them a life skill, right? Not only my program is technically designed for children who have disabilities, right? Learning disabilities. But we also are open to general education. But the thing is with the program is that we offer a life skill. So not only do you learn to fend for yourself so you could cook and eat, right? Healthy, nutrition food. You can also go and find a job, right? So you can always go a career. I also help my kids start their internships, where part of my curriculum is that you acquire a certain amount of internship hours in order to pass my class to get the credits, which is a 4 credit based program. So you want those 4 credits, right? So you have to get the internship. So you have to know what it is to work on the field, whether it's from being a hostess, a waitress, a busboy, a line cook, a prep cook, whatever. You need to get out there in the field, and you need to know what it means to have a job, to work,
Yes,
and
to work.
the
To
life
work.
skill, take with that with them forever. So for that, it's the most gratifying part of my career. I wouldn't change it. I first of all never thought that I'd be a teacher ever in my life. I was so dead set on being this world-renowned famous chef, right? I'm traveling and I'm cooking
Yes.
for and I'm cooking for Lenny Kravitz, and I'm cooking for Lil Wayne when he's doing the cover of Rolling Stones, or I'm cooking for Adrian Brody, or at a dinner party. I cooked for a lot of people, so I really thought that that's where my career was going to take me. And then this God put this opportunity in my lap because he knew that these kids, my kids, are going to need my time. So I couldn't dedicate all this time to a restaurant. So you know what? My loving daughter, here's what I'm going to give you. Boom. I'm working for a school. And listen, my dad always wanted me to be a teacher. And I was like, a teacher? I'm going to go and be a famous chef. What are you talking about? And now look at me. I'm a chef. I've been on the Food Network. I've catered for and cooked for many celebrities. And my kids love it because one of the first things that I show them is me being on the Food Network, right? So that's when they see that, they get so hyped. Like, my teacher's famous. Oh my God. And they go and tell everybody. So it's just bigger incentive for them to want to be here. And then forget about it. I get the hallway smelling up of curry and jerk and whatever I'm cooking, the school always smells so good. And I do juicing. So now we have the teachers who are on this juicing kick, every
Yeah,
week.
let everyone know about your juicing because Erica sells her bottles.
I do.
And because everyone's trying to do a health kick. So Erica's
I
a hookup.
I do see Moss. I infuse foods as well. For our little get-togethers. So I do a lot of things. I like to experiment with food. We do the juicing, which is the cucumber and the turmeric and the pineapple and the ginger. I like to call it the belly buster. It's the most refreshing drink. I also make this other mango watermelon lemonade, which everybody absolutely loves. It's the summertime favorite. It's so refreshing. And then I have my infused foods with CBD or THC, and then I have my excuse me, the foods that I normally cook for healthy. My boyfriend's vegetarian, pescatarian, right? Is that what you call them? Just eat fish.
Yeah, fish. Yeah.
And so he eats a lot of veggies. So I love being in the kitchen. It's my lab. It's everything to me. It's where I find solace. It's my serenity. It's my haven. It's everything.
So tell me, how do you tell the kids to find their passion? You found yours and you were fortunate to find yours. First of all, I just want to say you are saving those kids' lives.
Thank you.
Because every kid wants to know that they are loved. Every kid wants to know that someone cares for them. Even if you get on their nerves, they know that you care for them. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't care what they were doing.
Yeah.
And those little things make a difference in a child. It makes a difference in their trajectory of where they go in life. God pulled you away from celebrityhood because those kids needed you more. And what you're giving those kids, they will give you back a million times more because as they get older, they'll be in touch with you and they're going to tell you their success stories and it's going to warm your heart.
I get messages from students that have graduated 4 years ago. I get emails and just the day that they'll graduate. I have, for Teachers Appreciation Week, one of the teachers asked their students to write about a teacher who's made a difference in their lives. And one of my students chose to write about me, and it was the most to know this kid came from Jamaica and he just got to the States from Jamaica, and his uncle was murdered. And he used to cook with his uncle all the time and had a love for cooking. So once his uncle died, he stopped cooking and didn't want to cook anymore. And I didn't know this at all until I read this letter. And when he came, like literally when he came to school, I literally like forced him. I took a liking to this young man, and I was like, oh my God, you got to come and join the culinary, blah, blah, blah. And he did. And when I read this letter, in the letter, it said that because of me, he's found his passion for cooking again. Again, Danny.
Again.
One person, one kid's life, that means something. That means everything to me. Because this kid could fall in the cracks, right? He could be lost in the system. You don't know, you don't know what
No.
going on.
He could have went to a gang. He could have the
But now
violence.
Working, he's working. He checks in every now and then. He does, have issues at home, but he finds an outlet. He'll go to work and stay at work, ask for extra hours, and is doing something productive to better himself. So,
Mm-hmm.
And it's the most gratifying. I wouldn't change this. I wouldn't change this for anything. And it's not even about these kids in our future. It really is.
Erica, I just want to say that everyone in my audience can see how good of a heart you have. They can see why you called the catering company. What, Je t'aime?
Je t'aime.
Je t'aime. Je t'aime catering. Oh my God. I wish there were more teachers like you. I know there are more teachers like you. People really don't understand how it is for these kids that live in the inner city. They don't really, I'm not making excuses for them. They just need love and support. Um, and I'm not making excuses for them for the things that they're doing. I'm not. I just need these communities and people to understand that they're just regular kids. They just need the love. They just need the support. They just need people to know that they care about them. And it's teachers like you that will make a difference in their life, that would change their life from going from negative to positive, because you're teaching them life skills, you're teaching them about life, and you're teaching them, look, you need a job, you need to take care of yourself, you need to be productive, you need to be a productive citizen in your society. And I'm just so proud of you, because you don't know how much of your heart that you give out to these children. And whether they're writing letters or not, I'm going to tell you right now, a teacher makes a difference in a child's life. There's so many teachers that I never wrote letters to, but I know they made a difference in my life. And I know that's what you're doing. And I know that's why God pulled you from this to this. And that's why I love the thing called trust the process. I'm sorry to make you cry. Sometimes we want to question God about so many things. Why this? Why that? Why is this happening? Why is that happening? And I'm going to talk about God because he has taken me through things I never thought I could get through. So if people are offended out there who don't believe in God, that's okay. That's your choice. But I'm going to talk about it because I know without him, I would not be here today.
Amen.
And for people who are suffering from depression, I just want you to hear Erica's story to understand that you might think this is it. I don't want no one out there taking their life. Sometimes situations get really hard. Try to find your circle. Try to find those people who care about you, to lift you up, to get you out of your deepest, darkest, in the barrel feeling, because your circle will give you that energy to pump you back up again.
Absolutely.
To feel like their life is over based on their circumstance. I need you to find your circle, a circle that's going to uplift you and not bring you down.
Yeah. And if it does bring you down, for you, it really is not for you. We're not put on earth to suffer. We're not. I'm a firm believer that we are not put here to suffer. And look, you create opportunities for yourself. Create opportunities for yourself. I work for myself because I created an opportunity for myself. I used to go to parties all the time. I used to be in these Haitian parties all the time. And I would be hungry after the party. And I don't want to go to McDonald's drive-through. And if I did, the drive-through's long because everybody's there. or the diner. You got people throwing up in the diner. Like, I didn't want to go through that anymore, right? So I'm like, wait a minute. I'm going to start cooking for these parties. Started talking to a few of my promoter friends, and they said yes. And I had one specific gentleman, Robinson Joseph. He owner of Cachet Restaurant in Brooklyn. He gave me my first opportunity. He was the manager of a band called Tempo. And I asked him, can I start catering your events on Thursday nights? It was at Guy Brewer. Every Thursday night I was there with food, and people would buy. Obviously, I didn't start, it wasn't a money maker, but it was to get my name out there. And then next thing you know, I'm growing. I'm in Amazura. I'm in all kinds of big party spaces. And then I'm cooking for all these entertainers that come in when they flew in from wherever, Miami, Haiti, Canada. When they flew in, I was being commissioned to cook for them, right? So their per diem for dinner was coming to me, right? So now I started to grow. Jetem Catering started to do all these parties, and it grew to boat rides. Then it just grew, and it just started growing and growing. And now Jetem is not only a catering company, I have teaching under my company.
Amen. And that's why I want to tell you, I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you. I am so proud of you. Audience, thank you so much for joining. I'm proud of you, sis. Please go vote for Erica. As you can, please. And then you know what? She also does her juicing. So if you want to see her, she'll deliver the juice to your house, because we need to start eating healthier. But thank you so much for joining. I'm proud of you, sis, and see you next week, guys. Bye.